value services to small business owners. One-on-one counseling, which could be face-to-face, telephone, email, or Skype, educational workshops and webinars, as the one we're holding today, and extensive resources on our website, including a network of subject experts at your disposal. Our next webinar is 12 noon on Tuesday, February 4th, when Bud Freon will present key infrastructure decisions for setting up and operating a successful small business. Look for specifics on our fairfieldcounty.score.org website. And remember, for free individual counseling, go to score.org website and click on Request a Mentor. Some useful information about today's event. We've set aside some time for questions and answers at the end of the presentation. If you have a question, please use the chat window anytime during the presentation on your screen. Our webinar will end at 1 p.m. to respect your time. The session is being recorded, and a link to the recording will be available at fairfieldcounty.score.org within the next couple of days. Now, some information on our speaker. Dori DeCarlo is a proud mompreneur and business owner of Safety Bags, Inc., StadiumBags.com, and the Word of Mom Media Network. Her years of online experience began when websites were built on a dial-up internet connection, and there was no such thing as social media to take your online presence global with a click of a mouse. So utilizing social media marketing, Doria has gone global with a click of a mouse. So now I'll turn it over to Dori, and it's all yours.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for being here today. Let's get right in. So why do you have a social media strategy? Okay, it's going to help others. It helps your marketing efforts. It's going to help you build brand awareness. It's the powerful driver for your word of mouth, and you want to use it to attract more leads. 71% of consumers who've had a good social media service experience with the brands are likely to recommend them to others. And that's what makes social media so powerful, because they can recommend you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For me, the most important thing when you're getting onto social media is you need to start with why. You want to focus on your story and build your why. Today's day and age, people want to know what's behind things. Way back when, as Alan said, when I was designing websites, all you needed was a website. That was it, because no one else had them. Now everyone does. So as you're starting with your why, you want to think of what is behind your brand or your campaign and make sure that you are consistent in what you are doing. You're going to craft your ideas around your content and messaging. And again, staying consistent within your brand, because people buy from who they know, like, and trust. And that's the big difference now with social media. People may go back to your website, your blog, your Facebook page, your Twitter feed over and over again to see who you are, because it creates that feeling of community. They feel like they are part of your business and your growth. And never forget that it is social media. The social aspect of this is so important. You have to be willing to interact with others for them to interact with you. Every single like, every single heart that you get on your Twitter feed or a like on Facebook or whatever, if you don't acknowledge that on your business page, you're going to lose that person. They may like your page 50 times before they ever comment, but it is still their hello. Make sure that you take the time to acknowledge it. The what to know. And again, it's back to your what. What are you looking to accomplish with your social media goals and with your business? What are they? Really define what you are looking to accomplish and what your goals are, because it's going to help you create that brand and product awareness, and consistency is everything. As you are branding yourself across social media, who you are, people need to know who you are. Don't think that when you're on Twitter, you can have one thing, and on Facebook, you'll have another, and on Instagram, you can use different photos and things, but pick your font, pick your branding, and make sure no matter where they go, they know who you are. Because it's going to generate your web traffic, and your online relationships and partnerships and affiliations get created out of this. Know what increases your sales and what increases your reach. And again, this is on a shoestring. People have a mistaken thought that you have to spend thousands of dollars marketing yourself online. You don't, but it's being consistent in your branding that is going to help you. Your social media engagement it's critical in your business in today's day and age. The tweets, the likes, the mentions, the retweets or shares, all of that. And it's also knowing what others are doing. Look at other people's business pages. Look at the different things that are attracting them and making comments. You might have thrown a post up on your business page on a Friday of just, thank God it's Friday, and you're raising a drink. That might wind up with more engagement than the last 5 posts you've had. It doesn't matter. People are engaging with you. So be genuine. Help yourself stand out, because you're marketing your message. And if you keep that message fresh and clear, it will get people to respond to you. And again, be consistent in your branding across your website, across your social media, all of it. Make sure no matter where they go, they know it is you. Your word of mouth promotion, make it positive, but do yourself a favor. If somebody leaves a negative comment on a social media post that you've put up or something, don't delete it. Engage with them. Find out, somebody had put up something once on ours that, because we have clear bags. Oh, this is really stupid. Why would anybody use that? And I responded saying, this is because pro and college sports require clear bags, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh, wow, I never thought of that. Wow, this is a brilliant idea. And I went to your site and these bags are great. You can turn that negative into a positive like that. If you don't fight, engage, because you're creating content for your audience. No matter what that content is, that creation is getting it all off the ground, and it's how you present yourself online. And do not forget, again, because it is social, that social media engagement, if you are promoting something, but then in your personal side, you are a completely different person, it's not going to cross your brand. You have to stay consistent in the message and who you want to present yourself as while you're online. So your social media plan, again, who's your target market? That's your why. Make sure you know who you are reaching and how you're going to get there. Because that, again, and that how is consistency. You have to, no matter what, and in today's world, that phone you have is your business right in your hand, in the palm of your hand. You can be tweeting, posting, commenting while you're standing online in the grocery store. Again, keep yourself consistent, keep that brand what it is so people know who you are no matter where, and you have that continual interaction. Because social media is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week networking opportunity. Don't negate that mom that's up at 3 o'clock in the morning because the baby can't sleep, or somebody who works the middle day shift and doesn't get off until 11 or 12 o'clock. Don't negate those people. They are your customers. So we're going to dive into LinkedIn. LinkedIn is your online business card. This is not where you're sharing baby pictures and things like that, although once in a blue moon I will throw something up just to make somebody smile. But consistently, this is your professional calling card. It is your professional profile. It's going to access your industry, your community on a global level. Again, it's your online business card. It's going to help you grow brand awareness. You are going to be able to connect with other business professionals. You will also be able to connect with potential customers, brand advocates, and influencers in real time. And you have on LinkedIn ongoing recommendations and connections. So make sure that your LinkedIn, your title, your profile, it attracts the people that you are looking to engage with. But again, it's your online card. So your headline should reflect you. This is how you're going to get noticed. You're going to connect with those fellow business owners. You're going to view their latest stories and milestones, react to them, comment to them, and be real about who you are and what your business provides. And it's how you will get noticed. Because what does that mean for your business? It is more ways to reach your target audience because you are targeting a specific market. On LinkedIn, you are going to find the business owners, the VPs, the presidents, the CEOs, and CFOs of companies that you are looking to go to. And you're going to expand that brand messaging by promoting your branded tags. Hashtags are everywhere. We'll talk about them a little later. But no matter where you are, those hashtags are branding you and your business. And again, you can focus your target reach because on LinkedIn, you are going to be talking to a lot of the decision makers. Stay on top of the most relevant tags for your potential customers. See what your customers are searching for and become that. You know, when you see different hashtags that pertain to your business, it's time to add them in and get yourself in front of them. And it improves the participation with your target audience. And again, it's just your time. It is, you know, when somebody says, oh, I spend too much time on social media, you're not doing it right, because this is your way of not having to drive 3 hours to go to a conference and things like that. Not that in-person isn't important, because it is, but in today's world, this is just as critical. So now let's look at your Facebook business page and how to create it. One of the benefits is it's free. You've got, you know, you've got 5,000 people that can follow you on your personal page and a friend limit, but for your business, millions of people can follow you. Facebook provides analytics for you, and you have the ability to categorize what you're looking for, to search. You have your mission statement. Anytime you have awards, customer reviews, and you can advertise, and this is where it's on a shoestring. Right now, I have 3 ads going on Facebook for $5 for 5 days, so $1 a day. And in my first day, one of my ads reached 1,400 people for $1. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You just have to be consistent. So, and there it is, using your space, keep your brand consistent. You have a cover image, and this is the pixels on it, the size. You can have no more than 20% text on your cover image and in your posts. When you are looking, if you want to just put up a post that's got a ton of graphics and a lot of wording, that's fine. But if you are looking to promote a post, you want it to have 20% or less writing on it. Stick with the picture. Let your post have the information. And then you have your profile image, which is your little thumbnail. It's 180 by 180. And you use that About You section. You're going to describe who you are, tell your story, and include your website link. If you have a physical office, include your office. If you have an 800 number, your email, you want people to be able to reach you outside of social media. All of this is so people finally pick up that phone or drop you an email. Yes, you want them to engage on your page, but you want to make sure they have the ability to take it the next step. So make sure all of your links are there and working. So you have the 6 steps. Very simple. You're going to create your page. You're going to enter your business information. You're going to upload your profile. You're going to invite your friends. Do not fear inviting your friends to your business page and ask them to invite their friends. You're going to add your business listings and you're going to have a button. If you have product, you can actually create a catalog in Facebook. And it isn't as hard, believe me, Facebook makes this so simple for you. Follow their directions. It is not as hard as you think it is. And believe me, no one was born doing social media. So do not fear what you don't know. Okay? I should have started with that because it's true. Timing is everything. So here are the best times on Facebook. But your analytics will also show you when you go in, they're going to let you know, hey, most people are at your page at this time or that time. And you can use this through your mobile devices, anything you have. On average, the best time they say is between 1 and 4 p.m. That's where their click-through rates show to be the highest. And 12 to 1 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. And then during the week, you have Wednesdays and Thursdays. Every day is going to be a different day and a different timing. But they say that the worst times are before 8 or after 8 p.m. And it's interesting because, again, each one of your pages go into the analytics that they provide you. Because your customer, this isn't, gospel truth here. This is the average time that Facebook shares with you. Let's go to Instagram. Okay, so the benefits. You actually get real-time metrics on how your stories are promoted throughout the day on Instagram. You can get insights to your followers and how they interact with your post and your stories. You can add information about your business and company, your phone hours, location, and you can convert a business account within your account settings. So you can have it as a personal account and move it to your business account as you are gaining more engagement. It's 10 times higher than Facebook engagement on Instagram. It's 54% times higher than Pinterest, 84% higher than Twitter. 80% of Instagram users follow at least one brand account, and 47% of Instagram, the audience is over 35. The thing with Instagram is it is instant, and people, it gives them that feeling that they're getting to know you, not just your brand. So this is the place where it is fine if you are out at a business meeting and you're all having dinner and you just got a great meal and you want to share it. This is the place where you can create that kind of fun engagement and still stay on a professional level. So you have your 8 simple steps here. You're going to download the app because Instagram is for your phone. You can access it on your computer, but you really can't interact with it. You have to use it from your phone. So you download your app, you create your account. It will connect to Facebook. So if you do an ad on Facebook, it'll automatically connect to Instagram. If you do a post on Instagram, it'll automatically go to your Facebook page if you want. You don't have to connect it. You can select each time. I connect it just because it's easier. You complete your profile, you create your business page, you're going to edit your profile and make sure it's everything you want. You're going to invite contacts, and then you get to fill your gallery with great pictures. This is where you can do video. They have your stories. There are so many ways to create interaction throughout Instagram. And this is the hashtags. Instagram is big on hashtags. And you can see posts from anyone using those hashtags. Go right in the toolbar and search it. As you are hashtagging something, it will drop down and tell you how many people are actually looking for that hashtag. Sometimes you'll see that hundreds of thousands of people are looking for it, and then you'll see 50 people are looking for it. Go for the 50. A lot of times go for the 50 because if 50 people, imagine if 50 people a day saw what you were doing, as opposed to being in the 100 and something thousands, and how many people are actually going to see it. Don't negate the 150,000 hashtag because it costs you nothing to hashtag. but don't forget to go with the lesser viewed ones just so you rank higher in that audience. And you're going to get to view the latest hashtag stories and really see what people are looking for. Again, it's the way to reach your audience. Targeting hashtags creates your specific market, and it expands your brand messaging by promoting these branded tags that you have. It gets you to focus your target reach, and you really can stay on the top of the most relevant tags for your potential customers, and it improves the participation with that target audience. Because again, don't forget, it is about your why and who you are trying to reach. Your hashtags, only words, no spaces, no punctuation, and include the hashtag within your message or after your message. You'll see a lot of times, because only the first couple of words, maybe the first 5 or 6 words are going to be seen, and then they have to hit see more. Make sure that your initial what they're seeing is going to catch their attention like that, but you can use up to 20 different hashtags. You might see, if you open up somebody's post, they might have 15, 20 different hashtags in there. Again, all of those people searching those hashtags, that message is going to come up. So don't be afraid to use them. And again, here's the timing on this. And videos are nighttime on Instagram, because a lot of times with Instagram, people are out. They're doing things later. It's because it is a younger audience. So don't be afraid. And don't feel, if you're going to put up a video, that it has to be professionally done. Don't get into that hiccup of feeling that, oh, no, I can't just do this from my phone. Yes, you can. Absolutely. People love it. They really do, because it's meant for use on your mobile device. People love that you're walking down the street and doing a video of, hey, I'm just going here right now. And half of it's about engagement. And half of US users engage with the content more during their off work hours on Instagram. That's why evenings are better, later in the day. And again, a lot of outlets have been seeing that, between 8 and 9 a.m. in the morning commute to work. So most people, again, Instagram is something they use outside of work more often. That's where you can become a little more personal in your branding. And Twitter. Twitter, for me, I think for me, Twitter is where the conversation starts. You can really get into some great real-time conversations and access your industry globally in that moment like that. It gets the conversation started. It grows your brand awareness. It provides timely service, and you can connect again with customers, brand advocates, and influential people in real time, because it's immediate action and involvement. And the idea with Twitter is now moving it to where you have more engagement to your Facebook page or your LinkedIn page. It is, again, where the conversation starts in real time. So tweet. It's the info you're sharing. It contains, you can use a text, you can use photos, links, GIFs, videos. Make sure you are replying when people are retweeting you, when they're sharing your content. If you don't say, hey, thanks for sharing, and now start engaging with them, what do you think's going to happen? They're going to stop sharing you. Make sure you're liking other people. Be positive to other people's tweets and hashtags. These links, again, they create the content, and you're able to focus on the trending topics. And mentioning a person, you use the little @ sign before their name, it'll pull it up. And a direct message is to a specific person, but you both have to be following each other. So one of the great things with Twitter is that it will actually give you suggestions based on your tweets on your homepage of accounts you might like to follow. Do that. Look, it's going to read your metrics and connect you with people that they think would be really good for you to be in front of. So here's your simple steps. You're going to choose your Twitter name. You're going to upload your picture. It says not a logo, but you can use a logo. You can complete your bio, add your web address, make sure you are following people because engagement is everything, and get to tweeting, and just make sure that you're checking. And again, that's what these phones are for. Business is so much, it's a double-edged sword because your business is in the palm of your hand. Flip side, you really don't get a chance to get away from business. So here's your business page on Twitter. So you're going to use your name with the @ sign, that's your username, your profile picture, your header, which is where your logo is going to go, and then your pinned tweets. Pinned tweets are really important tweets that you want to make sure stay at the top of your page. So when somebody goes to your page itself to see who you are and if they're going to follow you, you want something right there that's going to make them go, oh yeah, I want to get to know this person. I want to follow their tweets. Keep active and have fun with it. It really is a fun place. And again, your timing, midday and around 5 o'clock, which again goes into that evening commute where people are doing, the things that are faster. And the weekends tend to show a stronger performance. Although some niche might have more active audiences, you never know. You want to be able to expand out, and if your goal is to maximize your retweets, look around noon, 3 o'clock, 4, 5. A lot of times what I will do with different people that I'm engaging with, because I'll try to spend maybe 10 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day onto Twitter. I will actually look at the time that they're tweeting and try to schedule the tweet so it's out on the times that they're naturally out online. These are the different links to your social media setups. Okay, so for LinkedIn, you can go here and it's going to walk you through all the questions you have about setting up your LinkedIn page. Facebook and Instagram are right there. Twitter, everything is here because they're trying to make it as easy for you as possible. I am a tremendous fan of automated tools. I use Hootsuite myself. That's why I have it up on top. And then you have Buffer and Sprout Social. What those dashboards enable you to do, you can put all of your social media, all of your business pages, your personal pages, everything in one dashboard. And so you can open that up and schedule tweets, schedule posts, and everything else. I try to schedule on Facebook. You get more time if you schedule it through Facebook. But then, you know what? When my schedule doesn't permit that, thank goodness for Hootsuite, because I can schedule it all out and be done with it. And then just have to go in to look and see who is engaging. So I can't stress enough how important the automated tools are. And that's where you can look and see, oh, somebody tweets consistently at 5 or 6 o'clock at night, but you're on at 6 o'clock in the morning because that's your best time to tweet. Doesn't matter. You can schedule all of those things through Hootsuite to make sure that that conversation is happening at the time that they would be online. So it really gives you the opportunity to look like you are always out there. It's how you make your small business look big. So now what? You're going to look at your competition, their format, their style, the language, and do the opposite of everybody else in the industry. Break the rules. Break the rules. Somebody just said to me, if you want to get out of the box, think out of the box, you have to get out of the box. And it's true. It really is. You want to break the rules. You want to stand out because you're going to decide what networks. You don't have to do everything at once. Pick 2. I would pick LinkedIn and something else. LinkedIn, because that is your professional online business card. And as a business owner, you should have a profile. But pick one and then integrate more as you go on. Create that inspirational folder. If you see something, save it. And that way you have it because it may not be relevant to what you're doing right now, but you might need it. And sorry about that. You want to keep your content current because you're going to see, are your efforts working? Because you have to be able to make that honest analysis. you know? And here's the thing, if it's not working, do something else. It's okay. Start over. That's the wonderful thing about social media. If you're seeing that people aren't engaging with certain kinds of posts, don't keep doing it hoping they're going to get your message. Change your message. Change how you do it. It's okay to do that. That's the idea. It's growing, it's keeping your content current, but looking at what the market is responding to. And as you see them responding, do it again. Don't be afraid to reshare something. If you've boosted a post and it got tremendous engagement, boost it again, because it's already out there. Every single time when you've boosted a post or done a sponsored something, every time somebody remarks or you remark back, it puts it back out on that stream and back out into the people stream who've liked you. Make sure that you go in. Let's say you've boosted something and people you don't know are liking you. When you hit the little thing to show you, you'll be able to mouse right onto it to see who's liked your posts and things. You have the opportunity on your business page to hit that invite button. Make sure you invite them to like your page. Make sure that you have your welcome message set up. You know, thanks for stopping by. All of those Facebook, the information on the slide before that showed you all of the different links, it's all there. They are every day, sadly but good, updating things to make it easier for you to create that online content. Here's your editorial calendar. And for me, it's I don't know what I would do without that too. Just set yourself the time of what you're going to be able to do, what time you're going to coordinate your activities. You're doing a new launch. So if you have a product launch, you want to start a couple of weeks before, just starting the buzz of, we've got something coming. Wow, we can't wait to tell you. Shh, don't tell anyone else. You know, you'll be in on the secret. And that way now you know your product is launching on this Tuesday over here, and you've built up the excitement for it. You can create the times that, okay, this is when I'm going to be doing my blog. This is when I'm going to do this or that. Setting that up in front of your face, it makes things more concrete for yourself. You know, I am definitely somebody that needs to map out as I am doing things, because I have so many things that I'm doing. And so you have to be able, and again, there are times I will literally set a timer for myself that, okay, I have a half hour to do this. And I'll set that 30 minutes. And when that 30-minute timer goes off, if I'm not finished, I'm sorry, I had 30 minutes to devote to it. Come back, do something else. But get it all down for yourself. It's going to help you be able to focus your online presence. Going back, remember, it's social media. The social aspect of being online is what is going to make you stand out and not be white noise out there. Don't be afraid to ask your friends to share a post for your business. Very often, our family and friends are our least supportive people when we are starting a business, because they're looking at you like, what, are you crazy? You're not crazy. You're doing what you want to do, but don't be afraid to ask people to help, and do not negate those online connections. Believe me, those online connections of people you've never met face to face are going to drive your business. They really are. So be sure that you are responding to every like and comment. It doesn't matter what time you're doing it, but just make sure that you do it. Stay engaged. Taking time to thank people, the conversation will happen, but you have to help it happen. Cross promote. When you see other small businesses out there, they're not going to share you if you don't share them. So don't be afraid to promote someone else's business to your friends and your family. They'll respond better to somebody else's business. But that's what you want. You want to create that engagement. And you want to use other social media networks and platforms for different reasons. Make sure in all of your social media that you have your links to your website. You can do your online business card, your marketing materials, newsletters. Make sure those links are there. You know, there's a great tool, it's called Haystack, and it's actually an online business card. So instead of having to always have a business card with you, you can email it to someone. It actually gives you the opportunity to have more information on it than a regular business card and live links. And it starts the engagement because now you've got their email address, which is really what you're going for to begin with. You are trying to do these things on a social basis to get them offline and into real time with you and your business. And that's why social media is so critical. Be social, be consistent, be yourself, and build your brand. And this is it. You're going to dream big. You're going to wake up. You're going to take the first steps into the unknown. You know, and these are our two, this is my two logos. And believe me, anywhere you go, these are what you're going to see. These are our colors. These are our brands. It's who we are and what we do across social media. And for me, I have 3 different Facebook pages. I've got one for safety bags, one for stadium bags, and one for Word of Mom. And each one of them has their own branding. Although stadium bags and safety bags, either one you're going to realize you're with the same company. It's just because we have stadiumbags.com and then safetybags.com, I didn't want to confuse people as they were first coming to make sure that they had their own social media page to go to, but it's a very consistent brand no matter which page you're on, because consistency is what is really going to help you stand out and be known. So let's see what kind of questions are here.
Thank you, Dori. We'll now use the remaining time for questions and answers. Please submit them via the chat feature in the lower portion of your screen.
You have to raise the hand.
Okay. Okay, so here's one question. One of them states that volume is very quiet. I don't think it's me.
This is for Edward. Can I unmute it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is for Edward, but I'm going to type it out to everyone here. It's Haystack. So let me just type it out so everyone has it. And that's where you can, haystack.com is where you can, excuse me, go to create your online business card. Where can you learn more about hashtags? Using them is how you're going to learn more about hashtags. But any of the social media sites will have a search. So if you have an industry specific term or phrase or something that you want to see, search it and hit the search button and it will show you if that is a hashtag that's being looked at. As you add it to your post, as I said before, when you do hashtag and start typing it, it will actually drop down and tell you how many people are searching for that right now. If I can help any other way, let me know. Okay, how do I get Facebook to let me start a new page for a product without tying it to my personal page? You don't have to tie anything on Facebook to your personal page. Your business page on Facebook is your business page. So all you have to do is create the page. How important are stories on Instagram? Well, the stories on Instagram are going to be as important as you want to make them. So if that is something that you are that you feel comfortable with and you want to do more live things, and add your stories. Some people go to stories, I tend to go to a page, but I know a lot of people really are enjoying them. Engagement is engagement. So no matter how you have to get that engagement going, do it. Let's see, what else do we have here? In your experience, what is the best automation tool to use to post automatically? My experience tells me Hootsuite. So HOOTSUITE.com is my absolute favorite. I know Buffer, people love Buffer. There are a bunch of them out there. Hootsuite for me just seems to be the best one. You can use it for free, and then they have paid versions that are very inexpensive but enable you to load 50 tweets at once. You would do it from a spreadsheet. It just gives you a little more, variety. Yeah. Do you recommend reusing older but good content? Absolutely. Absolutely. Reuse your content. If you, as I said before, if you feel that you had a post that really did well, boost it again, post it again. There is no reason you can't unshare or reshare what you are doing over and over. Again, because not everybody's going to see it the first time. Facebook, when you're on Facebook, Facebook actually limits your audience. Whereas when you are on some of the other sites, anyone that's following you is going to see it if they're online at that time or they go back to you. But reusing content, there is no problem at all. I'm going back up to for eConnor, it won't let you connect your Facebook page without your personal page. I don't know why you're having a problem with that, because will you have to have personal information in there? Yes, but you don't have to link it. My personal Facebook page is not linked to any of my business pages. I share to it from my business pages, but it's not linked. So I don't know why you're having an issue. You might want to go into the help center on Facebook and see what's happening. Once I find a hashtag that relates to my business, do I add it to my page or will it automatically be added as I use it? Interesting question. Nothing automatically adds. You have to type in your hashtags. So you can absolutely add it to your page, but more importantly, you want to add it to your posts. It's your posts and your tweets and your comments that are hashtagging. Do you use Instagram TV for longer form video? You can. You absolutely can. That's the great thing with all of the different elements that are out there now. You know, you can post a long video in your story. You can post a long video in your post itself. Same thing on Facebook. They actually say that 2 to 3 minute videos get the most engagement. I tend to keep my videos shorter, but go for it, because it really is just being consistent and making sure that you're out there. That's really what you are looking for. And again, if you are going to take the time to do that video, make sure you're engaging with it. Don't be afraid to tag people. I actually have a friend who does Facebook Lives, and she'll tag 30 or 40 different people just to make sure that it gets up there. And then she says to you, you know, once you've seen it, just untag yourself. That way it's not going to, every time somebody comments, be, you know, notifying you. But every time somebody comments, it bumps it back up into your news feed. And I don't let a lot of people do that, but people that I care about, I don't mind. So in your business to business only type of structured business, which social media sites would you recommend? I ask because our business hardly sells to consumer, it's mostly to businesses. If you're a B2B, LinkedIn is definitely where you want to be. You know, LinkedIn is your biggest resource B2B, but know that these other businesses have Facebook pages, they have LinkedIn, they have social media. Everybody is capitalizing on it. But the fastest way for me, B2B, would absolutely be using LinkedIn. Because again, that's where you're going to be reaching the decision makers, which are the people that you really want to get in front of. Did we miss anything?
Go to Q&A.
Go to Q&A, okay. Will the slides be available?
Yes.
Yes, they will be available.
Yes, they'll be posted within 48 hours on our website, fairfieldcounty.score.org, and you'll be able to access the presentation.
Okay, Elizabeth is asking, her client does not have a smartphone. So you do all of their social media. What should his budget be? Whatever you decide to charge him, you're doing his social media. How many hours are you doing it and what do you charge an hour? I can't give you an answer not knowing the specifics. But if you're doing it all, you've got the right to charge what you want. How do you find your best hashtags for your product on Instagram? Search the toolbar. On any of the social media sites, when you want to see what the best ones for your business are, do the search in their search bar. Are websites becoming less relevant given the rise of social media activity? No, they're not. Does every business have to have a website? No, they don't. Some businesses don't need them. I'm a huge website fan not because I design them anymore, but just because that's how I market my business, and they're all connected. My websites are connected to our social media. So kind of goes hand in hand. The FTC has really made it very clear that they are keeping a close eye on social media. You have to be very clear about relationships with company, example, paid influencers, someone's mom, you work for a company. How does this work with respect to asking friends to like you on social media? You can ask anybody you want to like you on social media. You're asking your friends, and they're already connected to you. So if you weren't allowed to invite people to like your page, you wouldn't have the link there saying to you, invite friends. So you're okay with that. Will there be a replay of the session? It is going to be up in 48 hours.
Yes. Just go to our website, fairfieldcounty.score.org, and you'll be able to find it there under webinars, under archive.
Nancy, thanks for information. Am I available for additional consultation? Absolutely. All my contact information is on that last slide. Please feel free to reach out. Mercedes says, I notice when I post something, a family incident in Facebook, I see more engagement than when I post something about your products. And that's because it's social media. So yes, you are going to get more engagement because that's on your personal side. Don't be afraid to ask those same people in a private message, hey, I just did a Facebook post. Give them the link. If you open it up on your computer, it'll actually give you the URL for it. Put it in Messenger and ask them, do me a favor, click the link, go to my page and share it. Don't be afraid to ask. Really, don't be afraid. So Trish, sorry if you went over this. I was late. I got hung up on images. The slides will give you the requirements on each one, and so will the links to LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter on setting up everything. There is a slight variation. So what you're going to do is create the one large size, do the largest size that has to be, which I'm pretty sure is on Facebook, and then you can make it a little smaller on each one. You don't need a graphic artist. You can do this in Paint. You know, just right click on it. It'll open it up in Paint, and it'll say image, and you can just type in the size that the page requires. For volunteer nonprofit biz, can more than one person use the same social media platform? Absolutely. Everyone. Anyone that you want, you put them in as an admin on your page. I have our radio show, and my guest hosts and things like that are all admins, so they can post their own things about their shows. So yes, make sure. That's one of the great things about Hootsuite, is it enables you to have a bunch of people using that dashboard at the same time. Elizabeth, when people make comments, is it acceptable to like their comment, or is more engagement recommended? I always thank them. If somebody actually makes a comment, I reply. If somebody just likes it, we do like if I have 50 people like it, we'll do it in groups of 5 or 6 or 8 people, thanking them for their like. But any comment that is made, make sure you reply to it. Kathy asks, you recommend using Instagram hashtags with the smaller numbers as opposed to ones with a broader, larger audience? The reason I said that is because if 300,000 people are seeing that hashtag, what are the chances of you being in front of 300,000 people? If 50 people are searching that hashtag, you're going to get in front of all 50 of them. And if you got in front of 50 new people every day, do the math. So the higher you get yourself ranked, don't negate the larger hashtag audience. You want to be there too. But small is good. If you convert a business page on Instagram, are you giving up your personal one? You are not giving up your personal one, because your name is still going to be there. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Let's see. I know, I'm back on chat. Is it possible? Yes, you can contact me. Like I said, on the last slide, all of my information is there. Please feel free to reach out. And I guess I'll type in here. You can email me at Dori. They're happy I'm doing this. So let me, I'm typing it in, and I'm trying to talk at the same time and having a hard time because it's not my computer. Use that email address because it's the one that'll come directly to me. Is there a way we can consult with you so you can set up a LinkedIn account to be a sales magnet generator? And if so, there's my there's my info. And yes, you know, search me out on social media, Dori DeCarlo. I don't send out friend requests because of word of mom. Facebook kind of smacks me every time I do something like that. So I tend to leave it up to other people to reach out to me. Will an audio also be available? Well, yeah, you can just turn on and listen to it. Yes. You know, you don't have to watch. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're not seeing any of the chats. So for those of you who are not seeing the replies, my email is Dori, D-O-R-I, at wordofmom.tv. A lot of people are posting that they're not seeing whatever's being typed in. So that's how you can reach me. Let's see if there's anything else in the Q&A. What did you do?
I'm giving them back your home page.
Okay.
So
There we
you're
go.
welcome.
So there's the home page. And do me a favor, emailing me is way better than calling, because it's just going to go to voicemail and it's going to wind up in a barrage of calls. I'm way better over email. Any other questions? Let's see. Let me look. I'm going back to see if I missed anything. I think that's it.
Okay.
I think we are good.
Okay, thank you. That's all the time we have for questions today. So please, as a reminder, a recording of this webinar and all materials are available within a couple of days on the fairfieldcounty.score.org website. Our next webinar will be at 12 noon on Tuesday, February 4th, and the topic is key infrastructure decisions for setting up and operating a successful small business, with Bud Freon as the presenter. On behalf of SCORE, I'd like to thank everyone for attending today's live webinar And please fill out your evaluations that'll be sent to you via email. In closing, I'd like to thank Dori again for her presentation today. And remember, for free individual counseling, go to score.org website and click on Request a Mentor. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.